Welcome back, Racing Addicts fans.
Yes. Chase Briscoe is still on the gas.
I mean, to be fair, I think everybody wishes they had 2 more inches.
Get down, bad boy!
We're all going to be in debt.
I don't know how we're going to do this.
Smash that like button, like Brad smashes people in the chart.
Well, it was undisclosed liquid.
You're going back to the
The
door
center
numbers.
number. Where's my Swifties at?
Oh my gosh.
And just like that, we're off the rail.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's episode of the Racing Addicts podcast. If you are wise enough to have made it out of Chicago without being shot, you could possibly be listening
Right out
to
of the
this.
gates.
You could possibly be listening to this. A couple people looked like they were getting shot going around turn 11.
Yeah,
or 10
well,
or whatever.
there was a weapon on the track by the name of Carson Hocevar.
Don't even talk. We're not talking about him. This is he who shall not be spoken about.
Are we going to do the DBC thing where we just say the 77 car?
I don't even know if we're going to do that. We're just going to call him Voldemort.
Have you looked in your background yet?
I saw
even is a caution.
I saw the title of this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought Nolan made it.
I thought you'd
Nolan
like
made
that.
it. Yeah, I was like, oh,
There's Nolan here.
Yeah, I was like, he probably made it.
No, if you look over your other shoulder, David, that was the... Not that shoulder, the other shoulder. I put something on the wall for you.
Oh, yeah. Look at
Oh, I see it.
We gonna fix this real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Take care of the things. I'm sure this will be completely appropriate and politically correct and not at all bad and offensive and all the things.
I'm sure it's not gonna. Every time I'm on here, it's like we're pushing it.
Well, you know, why have a dull moment? And hey, he did wreck like 2/3 of the field yesterday. I mean, that's pretty tame, actually. You could have been way worse.
You honestly
He's
can't
always
see
been
it on
like
the
this.
camera.
I know, it's too low.
Hang on a second.
Gotta fix this. Well, this is really entertaining for those listening on audio.
This
so I
is
apologize.
signed.
Yeah, but who cares? Like,
sign it too.
Hey, guess who got it signed? Guess who like went and got it signed was Alex. He's like, I'm gonna go to the Carson Hocevar.
I got
was like,
all
what?
of them.
That's because he's also gay.
I know, but
I was
wouldn't have
talking.
went to
So
him.
I was talking to on my. Actually, let's talk about the 4th of July first because that was more important than any racing communist Chicago.
I didn't even watch.
I honestly I didn't watch much. Alex, how was your 4th of July? First 4th of July
fun.
as a daddy.
That is true. And I got to say, my kid did really well because there's a lot of social involved between our two families doing holidays.
That's
and
right.
he did really, really well. Yesterday, not so much, but Saturday. Saturday was not as good, but Friday, he did really, really well.
Yeah.
So, no, we had fun. It was a long day. I was dead. Oh my gosh.
I believe it.
So I am officially that old man now. Because I like Friday when we get home, we lay down in bed and I'm like shot. I have nothing left in the tank. I just want to put on Port Royal and watch the dirt race and go to sleep. And I think it was Port Royal Saturday night. And they start setting off fireworks. And I'm like, those darn kids.
You sure heard Mike.
It probably was the same thing.
Mike he said that the fireworks that were like coming from somewhere in town were making his windows boom.
Oh yeah, well, and they were doing it last night too. Like
yeah.
I was this close to going hood last night because it was about to be. Man, I got old real quick or something. I don't know what it is.
You know something crazy?
Call you grumpy old man from now on.
At my house, I did not hear one firework at my house. Not one.
Because you weren't home.
Well, I wasn't, but I did go home. And I was home the one night. Was I?
Maybe.
You weren't home.
I wasn't home.
I will say on July 4th, you could see fireworks from at least 5 different locations standing on my back porch.
Dude, everybody, they passed a big, beautiful bill, and everybody's just celebrating.
Everybody's celebrating.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to blow up things and celebrate.
What did you do, Mitch? How was your 4th of July?
You know, it wasn't too bad. I worked. It was just weird working on my favorite holiday. I love 4th of July. I love
Are you
blowing
going to
up
vote
stuff.
for Kamala, too?
No. Oh, my gosh, no.
What kind of...
Hey, no tax on tips, baby. I was door dashing this weekend. Let's go.
Let's go.
Pocketing it. Thank you, Donald.
And this, do you want to give a shout out to where you were working on July 4th?
Oh yeah, Moon wants to eat some treats.
That's right, baby. The one and only. I can't wait to go. I don't know what David
It's good
did,
stuff.
but
We got
So,
mushroom and Swiss burgers.
I
We
just-
got
Ooh,
all of
I'm
this
anxious to
stuff.
try.
So Alex was gracious enough to give me a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
However, it made me have to burp. So I decided to do the polite thing and like this.
Yeah.
But there's a door for everybody who doesn't know right here. And as I burped, Jordan walked by. Sorry about that, Jordan.
That's hilarious.
In our little 10 by 10 space here,
Yes. In the cocoon.
the cocoon.
The cocoon.
It is what it is.
It's cozy.
It's hot,
It's like-
humid.
It is. You know what though? It's at least better than it was before because we put a new air conditioner in.
Oh, I see that. It's got a
But-
digital display
There
and
you go.
everything.
It's still not great.
It is
but
like
it's
104
better.
degrees outside.
Yeah. Like I thought the air conditioner wasn't working, so I walked outside and I was like, okay, it's doing something.
Yeah.
Like it is hot as frick today.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'd had a job that we could have got like 40% of it done today, but we didn't have the material to do everything else. I was like, it's only like a 4-hour job. I was like, you know what? We're going to come back when everything's in and just finish that.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
So I had a busy weekend. Like my kids' social life is like, I'm ready for Aubrey to drive already. Like, just go do your thing, honey, because
Yep.
between that, I had a gig on the 4th, my yearly 4th of July gig.
That's how you know you've made it, apparently.
So I've been playing that. So listen to this. So I've been playing with a band for 7 years doing it. The band has played the 4th of July since 1999. 1999. Mitch wasn't even born yet.
That's crazy.
I was.
But
I
barely.
was. 96. 96.
Gosh.
Yeah. So that was
was
cool,
almost 10,
but it
you
took
know,
that
but-
long. So we always had this thing where we would cancel. We'd stop playing a half hour before the fireworks.
Okay.
So I was talking
like
to the
that.
coordinator, and I was like, "Listen, we need to play until the fireworks." I
Yeah.
said, "We're going to do the most patriotic thing you've ever done in your life." For
Oh my
me,
gosh,
anyway.
yeah.
So we played "Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue" as our last song,
Man.
and right at the prime chorus, and I mean, the Bloomfield
Dude.
fireworks display is about a 25-minute display of like real,
Legit.
yeah.
Legit.
So
Hey, that's the way you got to do it, man. Especially as a
pretty awesome.
former Anthem member.
I know,
This is a good moment.
What-
I-
good moment.
I support all of it.
Was it on film? Can I watch this? I want to see this.
I think Katie has some video. There's some videos, but everybody that was videotaping it
I
wasn't very good
might
at
shed
it.
a tear.
You can hear me singing and you look at the fireworks.
Did a bald eagle come
Oh.
flying by right at that
It
moment?
did. I tell you what, it happened on the river
See?
yesterday.
Air Force One.
I had a bald eagle almost nearly
Now
take
you
me
know.
out. Oh, so one story, then we'll get to NASCAR. So my neighbor gave me this chintzy little dinghy boat. Like it's a blow-up boat with a prop piece of wood, so you can put a motor on it, just like kind of like what the Marines use. You know, like when they're going across the ocean, they're a tube boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that's what
A
it
little
is.
bit, yeah.
Yep.
He says, yeah, the bottom leaks, but it only leaks water in. It doesn't like matter because the tubes are inflated. I was like, okay, cool. He gave it to me. I was like, yeah, cool. We're going to go out and get silly on this stupid little thing and see what happens. So go out. Me and Sean go out, Uncle Sean, and motor starts right up. So I'm, make it 20 feet, and my fat ass went through the bottom of the boat. Like,
That's awesome.
I hit the ground under the water in the river.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, woo!
Was it Juniata?
It was the junior. It was right there at Sean's place. So
Were you
okay.
on the trip the time that we were in kayaks and I may have had a few adult beverages and I had to pee and I went to get out of the kayak and I flipped and like fell into a rock and busted my arm open and I'm bleeding
I don't
everywhere.
remember that.
Oh, and then there's like,
Of course, if you were
Miller Lite
drunk, I
cans,
was
like-
probably like,
There's a reason why David doesn't remember.
I didn't know
If I
if
was-
you might have not been there.
I couldn't
I wasn't
tell you.
there.
I do remember the time that Snake crawled.
Yeah.
A snake slivered out of my canoe after I flipped it, and it started attacking Mitch.
He's
Oh,
like,
It
nope.
was a little one. It was just a little snake, just a little one, and it
Doesn't
freaked
matter.
me out. It was. I
I'm
never
out.
knew they could swim. Once I saw they could swim, that has officially been my biggest fear. And I saw a snake not too long ago, and I just jumped. I jumped, and the person behind me was like, "You all right?" I said, "Snake." Snake, you watch out.
No, so when we were going, we found a huge. Hey, what's up?
Oh,
boss?
look at that sexy man that just showed
Wait,
up.
can you get by
Good
me?
shirt, too.
I I'm gonna
Man.
suck it in.
Kevin.
So, yeah, we had I found like a 4-foot water snake. It was like that big in diameter it was huge. It was,
With the MacGyver boat trick you did.
well, before that, but yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So, welcome to the show, Kevin. How are you today?
What's
I'm
up,
good. I'm
Kevin?
good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. How was your 4th of
we're
July
doing
weekend?
good.
Kenny got a win?
Kenny did get a win.
Holla.
Yeah.
There we go.
He took it 3 wide to get up into second place, and then it was just a matter of time till he went up and took the lead.
Did Johnny wreck the guy that was in the lead so Kenny could win?
No, this time he didn't.
Oh, wow. That's good.
This
I know.
time he didn't. I like that clarification. That's really good.
That's good.
So what else? Do you have anything else going on? Or just-
I did probably one of the most American things you can do. I shot critters and destroyed varmints.
wow.
There you go. America.
Were you at the Devil's Den?
I was not.
Okay. Just checking.
No, I took care of some nuisance critters that needed taken care of,
Nice.
and they are no longer a nuisance.
You should come take care of the 5 skunks I have at my house.
Ooh, I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. I just don't want to be cleanup crew.
I appreciate you talking long enough for me to fix your camera there.
Hey, no problem.
That was good.
No
That was
problem.
great.
You're still
Man.
catching me a little bit in yours, but it's all good.
I just look at that arm, man. That's
now,
a good looking arm. That's a good looking arm.
That's great.
Oh, tight quarters.
If
Tight
you zoom out
quarters.
just a little bit, you can see all of us in one camera.
That's right.
It's
So here's the
tiny.
funny thing is like, we've all been in dirty mode. This is all the bigger there each area is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially door
That's
bumper
crazy.
clear. Like
Yeah.
this is door bumper clear space now. They
Yeah.
are tight.
Oh, yeah.
How
that
does
was-
how does Freddie fit?
I don't
you
know.
skinny people can just shut the heck up, okay?
Hey, I'm gaining, dude. I'll be there soon.
be there soon.
Watch.
All right.
You're
so
losing, honestly.
I am losing.
Yeah.
I'm down 12 pounds. Which
There you go.
is not a very big feat. And then I was doing really good at not drinking soda till Alex showed up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was my fault. I suggested
Good
it.
job.
I thought I needed some caffeine. I thought maybe he needed some caffeine.
I do. I'm very tired. But once
Tired of our
again, SVG.
right out of the gates. Thank you, Kevin.
That was-
Appreciate
I think
you.
that was the first cuss word.
I was
First
just
cuss word
making
of
sure
the
you were
night.
paying
Nah,
attention.
David
No.
dropped one already. You're good.
Yeah.
You should have seen what I said. Like, I wish. So I gave Sean my phone. I said, here, take this just in case I go under. But I'm thinking, like, the odds of me going under in this boat are minimally to none. Like, and then I just fell through the floor. Boom. It was something else.
That's amazing.
I've never felt so fat in my life.
Just today. Just the moment. All right.
Yesterday. Down 12 pounds. I felt fatter than ever. But okay, we're back into NASCAR Chicago, or should we say?
I thought you were swearing again. It's like the way you like led into that. I was like, that's good.
That's good. I'm
Good.
swearing.
That's almost a good episode title.
I don't even remember what I said anymore. What did I say?
I don't know.
Chicago.
Chicago. That's Ace Ventura reference.
Yes.
Or should
Ace
we
Ventura 2, as a matter of fact.
Two, you're correct. However, should we rename it SVG-Go?
Something.
Yeah.
Sweeps the weekend, Shane Van Gisbergen, and he just dominates. I think one of the funniest things I heard was Eric Jones said, he feels like he's just toying with us.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I went out. He said he goes out, puts the fastest lap up, and then Briscoe goes and runs it. So he goes out and runs one slow lap, and then runs another lap a second faster than the first fastest lap. Like,
Just because why not?
I was watching it, and I was
yeah.
like, man, he is that good.
So he even said in his qualifying lap that he felt like he left a lot on the table. Like he said he didn't think he was going to take fast time, and that just shows how much he's dominated. And it wasn't it late in the race, like with 10, 12, 15 laps to go, that he set the fastest lap time of
Yeah,
the
he
entire
did.
race
Yeah.
on old tires, mind you.
He stayed out. He got the
Yeah.
point,
Yeah, he dominated,
and he also dominated the Xfinity race.
Yeah.
Although
And hey,
I did
he
not
was
watch
not
that.
the fastest car at the end. He was not.
Was it the
fastest car.
7, or was he the car that got taken out by that other guy?
it
Which
wasn't
one
the seven.
switch? There was so much that happened.
Yeah,
The
basically
7 blew his brakes out. He just
Yeah, but then he got
just shut off.
Then he got clipped.
Yes.
Who was that? Who hit him? Corey Day, or Daly.
Connor Daly runs IndyCar. Wasn't him.
That was.
He's like Connor Jones.
Is that who it
Yeah.
was?
Was Connor Jones in the
No.
race?
No, who was
Connor
it?
Mosack? No, he
It's
wasn't
just-
running that either.
No,
We're talking about Cup, right?
No, Xfinity.
No, the Xfinity race.
Who hit Allgaier?
I didn't
You
think
were
anyone hit him.
You were
Yeah.
walking a
I
food.
only-
You were
yeah.
watching a food truck.
I only watched like the green white checkered for that.
Oh,
Green truck
okay.
was on Friday, no, not Saturday.
It was. I mean, I thought the racing was better than the Cup.
I agree.
That's a weekly thing, but
Yeah, no surprise there.
yeah. What would you guys have rated the race? What would you rate yesterday?
Just yesterday, excluding Xfinity.
Yeah, we're just gonna race Cup. We're gonna rate
If
Cup.
I'm rating just the Cup Series, I'm probably giving it a 6.5.
Yeah. Honestly, you're more generous than I expected you to be.
Yeah, I mean, nothing was too surprising there. Although the one plus I'll give to the entire weekend is they had multiple different pace cars. Did anybody else notice that? They had a Mustang, they had a Supra, and they had a Corvette that they were all cycling throughout the
Wow.
race.
I'll be
I
honest,
saw the
I did not
EVs.
notice that at all.
Yeah,
I did
That-
notice
was that
the
the-
one that like the pace car has to hightail it.
yes, it does.
Like the restart zone's way before pit road. So he's like, as soon as they round like 10, I think it's like,
full
whoa.
tilt
yeah.
to get off the track in time.
I was waiting on him to smack into the wall too.
That'd been. Oh my gosh, that'd have been
That
so
was.
freaking
I think
funny.
if we include practice and qualifying in the race, you can give it a 7.
Yeah, honestly, how
'Cause
good practice was. I thought the race
I
would be
watched
better.
more practice than I did the
Yeah.
race.
I mean, so how about William Byron, fastest car in practice, kills it in qualifying, and then they kill the clutch, and lap 2 of the race he's out.
Yeah,
So yeah, about 30 seconds for Kirsten Hocevar effed me.
Yeah.
Effed me.
I was gonna say, well, that was. Let's just go to that. Let's just skip ahead on the list.
If he would have just held the brake, he wouldn't have slid back in front of the rest
I
of
know.
the traffic.
I know he's a hazard every week.
he was
dude.
spinning out to get a caution.
I 100% believe
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
know that the announcers were trying so hard to cover it up. They're like, well, when that toe link breaks, you just don't know where it's going to go. And I'm like, yeah, but nobody else does that.
Exactly.
Like,
you
the-
lock them
Cars
down
got
so that you
moving.
don't wad
Yeah.
up more cars.
The 21 broke a toe link in a worse spot and kept the car in a tighter spot than
Yeah.
Carson Hocevar. So, like, I just,
Well,
I'm
and
out.
even so, the Cup race, they were really slow throwing out cautions at multiple points of the race. Like, it wasn't just a one-off thing. It was multiple
Don't worry.
times.
That is on the list.
Okay.
That is on the list.
Just making sure.
Yeah. So,
Oh my goodness!
I was wondering what you were doing over there.
gold. That's perfect. I think race rating. What are you thinking, Mitch?
Well, I was thinking probably like a 3.3. You know, it really wasn't too good. It was too narrow, man. Like you can't.
Yeah.
It's just too tight
I
for
agree.
those cars.
Well,
And
and the
maybe
fact-
with the
Good.
I was gonna say with the old cars, maybe it would have been more opportunities, but they were just tight. It just felt like it's just unrealistic for these cars.
Yeah,
you know?
I just the street course thing does. I mean, I'm already not a road course fan, so I know I'm grading on a scale, but like the street course thing to me just does nothing because
Well-
it just feels like follow the leader.
And
like,
the other thing is that track next down to where the narrow section of the course is that Junior was talking about. And it's like, okay, the wide part of the track really isn't enough for passing, let alone that narrow section.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't mind the street race design, but they got to find a better location.
Tell that to Van Gisbergen. He can pass anybody.
He's a big fan. He's gonna be mad when they go to Chicagoland next year.
Well, I'll say this:
He could-
I understand. Yeah, I agree. Like the street courses are just kind of weird for these cars, but I had this vision. Think about it. I mean, I would rather have Daytona 4th of July weekend, but think about like them racing in Philly, you know, and having like fireworks go off in the back with like the Liberty Bell and everything.
No, those are gunshots. That's Philly. Those are definitely gunshots.
Probably gunshots, but you know what I mean. Like just like the symbolic of that kind of sounds neat for maybe one off. But
Yeah, I don't.
to be honest, it's
I do
not
like.
about that.
I think your lights are slowly getting dimmer, David. Like you get darker and darker as we go. Sorry.
He's gonna start
Is
changing
that a race
voices
joke?
again. Oh no!
Talking about me,
It
Willis?
definitely was not.
I'll beat your
Alex,
ass.
come
It wasn't intentional.
on. I know. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I'm gonna rate a 4. I'm giving it a 4. I just street courses aren't my thing. I felt like you couldn't pass. Honestly, thank God to Bubba and Bowman, which we'll get into. That was the only exciting part of the race for me was watching them. Otherwise, I was probably a 3 before that.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that's a standout for me.
Oh, that was fantastic. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, they did too.
What would you rate it, David?
I already rated it.
Did you?
I gave it a 7 with practice. Without practice,
Oh, yeah, you did.
2.
I'm sorry.
That shows how well Alex is paying
11
attention.
cars wrecking in practice is pretty insane.
Yeah, 75% of Hendrick Motorsports wrecked in practice. Which is pretty great.
Oh, Chase was pissed.
I heard he was
pissed.
MFing one of his spotters yesterday, too.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
He's
hear
like,
that?
stay right. How about they're wrecking?
I love it. I love it.
He's like, thanks for telling me to go right, but if you don't tell me they're wrecking, I don't know they're wrecking. Oh, he was mad.
I'm willing to give spotters credit at that track. You can't freaking see. Like, all the spotters were tweeting their photos of what they could see, and it was like...
I don't know,
Yeah,
that
but
Hocevar. Brad straight up said on the Hocevar wreck, he said, he said, my spotter told me.
Yeah.
Apparently nobody else's did.
Well...
But you could hear it. Like, I mean, with the tires, like you're right in there. If there's, I don't know what the spotter setup is. I really don't. I didn't really
There's
pay
like
attention too much.
a
this weekend,
bunch of them
but
out there.
Well, who was...
like 6 or 7.
Who actually hit Brad? Because, like, they didn't even lift.
Suarez.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, no shock. There it is. Yeah.
He's like,
Man.
my ride.
Yeah, he's not getting a job from us next year, I'll tell you that much.
No, not anymore. Because, like,
Back
Brad
to
was closer
NASCAR
to the-
Mexico he go. See you later.
No, they're saying
Man.
Legacy Motor Club. That's what I heard.
Once they get that third charter, man, from Rick Ware. Yeah.
I would rather have, like, I know no one likes him, but Corey Heim, I think.
I like Corey
Probably
Heim.
I mean, he's a driver. There's no doubt about it.
Dude can drive.
Time,
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I think they
I
coined
think-
that phrase.
Yeah, Heim time.
Yeah.
He's better
just
than
curious what he would
freaking
do.
most of JGR right now.
Definitely
So,
better than Swalich.
Yeah.
Dude, that 35 car, that's ridiculous. That man should not be in a cup car.
I know. It's,
Like,
it's
that's
just
sad.
good thing his daddy bought that charter for 2311 because that's the only reason he's in that car right now.
$40 million. I know his dad like does something with Exelon, which is like drill baby drill season. So he's set.
I mean, I support that, but especially owner
Yeah.
of a pickup truck, you know.
But there's your earnings, right to
Gosh,
right to the Cup Series.
man, makes me want to buy an EV just to put Riley Herbst out of a race.
Actually, time out. Actually, that's probably not on the list because it is down there.
Sorry, here.
We'll wait to get it. We'll wait
Yeah,
to get
this-
it. So
There's a lot of good topics from yesterday. if nothing
Caution.
else.
So we'll start with the end and move forward. So Cody Ware has, they said, the hardest front impact in the next gen era, and it took.
Oh my gosh, it was the hardest.
They said it was the hardest
Dude,
front
did you
impact.
see the video of how
Dude,
fast he flew in there?
that
Like,
tweet
there
was
didn't see it.
wild.
that was full throttle. There was no brakes.
Mitch, go to our text. It's in there. There's a tweeter
Oh, shoot,
tweet.
There's like a small lake on top of my phone. Sorry, I was going to pull it
He's
out.
drooling. Alex, quit
I don't know
drooling
what
so much.
I spilled something on it. Hey,
for
props
you.
to iPhones. It still works.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. Watching that, I'm kind of like, could have thrown the caution quicker. But I think in general, they were pretty slow on the cautions,
Oh, I agree.
and I don't like the idea. Like, I'm torn on it for sure because in the first situation,
That's a pretty hard hit.
Let me see if you could even. You might be able to see it through the camera.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, someone posted a picture. The NASCAR
Dude, that thing-
official, you can see him in the video, is standing right there.
yeah, he's there.
Like,
There's no excuse.
But
There's literally
no,
excuse.
none.
So
none,
with that
absolutely
impact,
none.
I'm saying we should have. However, I think
Wow.
it should have been a.
Didn't fit the agenda.
What do they call it? A partial caution. I think we need to come up with partial
Oh,
cautions.
yeah.
Because I don't think it should have stopped SVG from winning the race at that moment.
Oh, I wanted to see Reddick go after him. Honestly, I was hoping.
Now
What
you
I
can't.
wanted to
No,
see.
Alex, stop. It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Okay,
Yeah.
listen.
And
No, this
He
was good
won the
for-
race. A stupid caution by Cody Ware, which is how many people have lost races.
Well, it's how he won Saturday. Connor
They just
Zilisch
want
was
to-
5 seconds out before the 35 car wrecked. So
Well, yeah.
Also,
and he doored him. He
the-
doored him.
every other racing division out
So
there
many
that
buttons.
runs road course style tracks, they do close course cautions. You know, like turns 3 and 4 are closed course, or they put the caution flag out, and then the rest of the course is still full green flag. So yeah, I agree with what you said, David. Like they should have at least slowed him down for that corner, but let the race go on.
the hard part there is, regardless, it was going to have to be a full caution because he was out of the car. Like,
I mean, that's
it was
fair.
going to be a caution eventually anyway. But I think the biggest thing is just consistency, and that's what drives me nuts. Like, if they called it this way all the time, I'm great with it. But they don't. Like, we see all the time. Like, what was it,
21?
Richmond, where Kyle Busch brushes the wall. Like,
And
doesn't
it's
even.
instantly caution,
yeah, like they threw that caution in 0.001 seconds, and then, Josh Berry's sitting backwards in a turn for freaking 2 laps.
Yep.
And then Cody Ware is like entirely car deep in the tire barriers, and it's like, he's fine. He's crawling. He got out of the car while it was still green. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah, he got out on green, and
That is
That's a
unacceptable.
safety issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like Freddie Kraft whines all the time, and he's right, where he's like, the caution is not entertainment, it's safety.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a guy is potentially hurt and getting out of his car, I don't care what it does to the race, throw the freaking caution.
Exactly. I agree with that. There's no excuse for
That's fine.
safety.
And just consistency. That's all we want. That's all any of us want. It's just pick how you're going to officiate
he
the
was
race.
standing on the track.
I have a
I mean,
feeling
like I
this is
said,
what
as much as I don't want the caution for SVG, the dude was standing on the track.
Yeah, like it was time.
He was only like a foot off the tire barrier.
I visualize people in a room, they're standing up and they see the thing happen and they're like, that doesn't fit the agenda. Don't throw the caution yet. Like, I could just see them saying these things.
Was race control in Charlotte? Did we confirm that?
I know they had a
I
trailer
don't
there
know.
because I did see like a behind the scenes thing, but I don't know what that means. So I don't know. If Denny said it, he's probably
TV
right.
found it, if the broadcast was able to show it before the white flag, how the hell did NASCAR not see it? That's my question.
Well,
It's
Speaking of,
we've been there.
let's
their
talk.
agenda.
Let's move forward. We'll go back into the Bubba versus Bowman saga and how they decided to go to possibly the tightest, worst angled clip I've ever seen in the middle of a battle. It's like they were turning it up at Daytona. We're trying to watch a race.
I mean, TNT had a lot of Fox moments yesterday.
TNT,
it was rough.
tell you what, it is. Tell you what, they are not prime.
Now,
No.
I will say in the
good.
one like half-second clip you do see Bubba go across Bowman's nose, and Bowman clearly had no room to go anywhere else.
Oh, like Bubba 100%
all-
wrecked himself.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. He beat the crap out of the 48 for a whole lap, and then he tried to cut him off, and the 48 was like, nah, we're done. Like,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I did love the shift through the bump.
Sorry, Mitch, you were saying something. I interrupted you.
No, I was just agreeing.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys see? I can't remember if I sent you guys the clip or not, but there was a clip of them talking afterwards, and Alex puts his arm around Bubba, and they walk away laughing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I do think they were just bored, and they just decided, let's just beat the ever living crap out of each other. Like, I kind of think that was orchestrated.
I don't know. I think Bowman thought he was pissed at him because in all his interviews, Bowman was like, I thought we were kind of cool, but then he started racing me like that. So I was like, I don't know. He said, maybe I felt like he was bumping me. Maybe he felt like I was bumping him.
I could tell you he didn't lift.
It didn't
He
lift.
saw him get loose. He just went,
not.
I was like, there he goes.
But I mean, I think at the end of the day, they were both thought, it was a racing. We were racing.
Well, and he like the 23 hit the 48 like 6 times leading up to that. Like the 48
Yeah,
had
that's right,
so much in the bank at that point. Like, there was no way
Did
the
you hear
23
the
wasn't
spotter?
getting wrecked. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good. I like that
This
clip.
heifer's going to get it. No holding back.
I'm sure there'll be some fine this week, because heaven forbid we have drama in a race.
Well, and the 23 was having a bad weekend to begin with. I mean, he backed it in practice earlier, too.
The shame is he was running 7th when he did that. Like, he easily could have finished top 10 if he would have just like kept his crap together.
Yep.
So
Yeah, but do you remember, like, every time those two, I think about the first incident where Bubba threw something on his face while I was sitting down at the Roval. Like,
I forgot
then-
about that.
he's never going to live that down. Like, he's going to,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they kept hitting, and then that last part, he's like, oh my gosh, no.
I'm just going to say, I think most of it was orchestrated. Because I forgot, someone even posted, they did an interview together before the race, like joking around, like, I'm going to hit him and take him out. I wonder if, like, the end of the race, they were both just like, we're not going to win. Screw it. Like,
I'm sure NASCAR paid him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, this race is really boring. Please just do something
Shane?
stupid.
Shane, you win the race.
Yeah.
48. Right
Good night, how you doing?
And then the
Put a
51
pun of
tried to
footy.
ruin their script, and they're like, nope, we're just waiting. We're waiting.
We're waiting. Oh, God, I hate everything else on this list. Ty Dillon continues to upset thanks to Carson Hocevar wrecking like a douchebag.
Yeah.
The Final Four pick's looking pretty good right now.
Mitch is dead on. Can we pull Mitch's schedule up?
Shoot. You texted it to us, right? I'll pull it up.
But I also had Bell and Byron at the final, too. So
yeah,
I the Silver Spoon kid is playing upset right now.
He's playing upset.
Actually, my Final Four had both colleague cars, which was weird, but I just kind of...
Well, you got 2 road courses. I mean, it's not totally out of... Yeah,
where did I didn't even look. I know I had Dinger.
Yeah, big. It was. I didn't even look at the results because Kevin picked SVG.
I know.
So
I'll take that W.
I was like, yeah, we're done. But did you guys see the clip of Blaney on DBC from last week because talking about the Spire trash talk?
Oh yeah,
that was.
Oh,
so
now I remember
funny.
it again.
Yeah,
now,
I was like, aha.
It's like,
aha.
You know,
oh my
how
gosh.
did he do? Where's he at?
Blaney? He finished
I was
12th.
12th. Wow,
That's a win for him on a road course. Yeah, I'm good with that. He and Brad are about the same stats on road courses. Like top 15, good day.
Yeah, I mean, Brad was in the. I mean, we'll tell you what, he wrecked at 11th.
Wouldn't he?
He was on
Or
top
14th.
15, yeah.
Oh, Brad was like P4 when he wrecked, right?
No,
Because Carson was running third.
no, he started
Carson
third.
was dropping.
He dropped like 10 positions.
People kept moving him. He was getting mad.
He was getting raced like a little bitch.
And he overdrove it.
We get that one right there, 34-40, 10-4. All right.
Austin Hill also had a really good day. Finished 9th. Ryan Preece, another top 10. Bowman right there.
There was definitely a degree of like, if you finish, you're going to be... Catherine Legg finished 18th, right? Or 19th?
Yeah, 19th.
Yeah. So like right there is your line. That's where you're like, okay, if you finish
Right
the
in
race...
front of Tyler Dillon.
Cody Ware was about to be
Tyler
his,
Dillon.
about to have his fast.
Yeah.
Tyler Dillon? Is that what you said?
Tyrone Dillon?
No, Tyler Dillon.
Oh.
Tyler Dillon.
Is that like the Ross Chastain?
Chest stain.
All
Boy,
these
Joey
names
was
just to
mad at
look
him.
it
Is
up.
that on the list?
No, shoot, I missed that.
Yeah, Joey was mad at. Oh, mad,
Which
mad,
I
mad.
think Joey is so out of whack.
Once again, baby Beck,
Yep.
biatch.
Yep.
Nobody hates being raced like Joey Logano quite like Joey Logano.
Exactly. It's like, come on.
Oh, wait a second.
Seriously?
Quote it,
what is
put it
this?
on a shirt.
You're the Logano fan.
I root for Penske cars. I agree, but
He's got the good Penske car on his shirt today. See?
That was a nipple you were touching
Sorry.
right there.
touching my boobie. What the hell? But
Uh-oh.
Something's poking through.
the table is
Most
lifting up.
action
I mean,
he's
like,
had in months.
McDowell in the strong run tempered by Spire's build quality. You know what? I hate that guy. I really hope I really do. Like, I thought maybe now I might like him more. Nope.
Still
His
can't stand
stupid
him.
effing face and stupid little smile. I tell you what,
Yeah.
I'd shoot him.
Jeez. Let's not put that on record. Not put that on. Just cancel, delete. Well, when you got the 71 and the 77 wrecking every week, you're going to have parts failures. Like, you can't keep breaking stuff and expect your cars to run. Like, it's just that simple. Yeah. Like, they need to knock it off. And Mitch, I did it just for you. But like all the Spire cars finished in the 30s this week, and one of them was even running and still finished in the 30s. And I retweeted it and wrote, "Thank God they fired Corey LaJoy."
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Because he's the problem apparently. But
gosh,
yeah, I mean, like what the 7 right now is 31st in points, so not looking so good. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of their engineering. Like I was reading the comments, and I think as a whole, Spire just doesn't have the chemistry to build. Well, they can build fast cars, I guess, because I mean, Carson has ran well. He just wrecks himself. But
I guess so. I didn't have this on the list,
the
but
7 car is just bad, I guess.
Do you think Hocevar is that much better than Haley, or do you think there's like a shift between the 7 and the 77?
Well, I just remember Haley running like top 10.
I think he's way
51
better.
Car.
That hurts to say out loud.
better.
It does.
He's better at racing and eating.
I have no idea where you were going with that, but Carson's probably better.
I agree. I think Carson's the best driver of that team.
Yeah, I would agree.
He doesn't have any fear. Like, that's the thing about Hocevar. He's just going to send it. He don't really
Honestly,
care.
you know who Hocevar reminds me of? He reminds me of Joey Logano whenever he first took over the Home Depot ride.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's possible. He's getting into as many fights.
Well, the way that he acts, the way that he looks, I mean, he looks like a young Joey Logano.
And I kind of want to punch both of them in the face.
Right?
So, like, yeah, it kind of, it tracks. Like, it totally tracks.
Tell you what.
Man.
Because I remember Stewart getting in Logano's face a bunch of different times after Logano either took him out or leaned on him a little too hard. And
oh my gosh,
that's what I miss was Tony Stewart just checking everybody, and, keeping them grounded. That's what
we need.
We
man.
need right 100%. Now to really liven this sport up. We
going to patrol
the
sport.
Tell you what,
who would patrol it?
Is AJ the oldest driver in the field?
I think Kyle Busch is, right?
Or Kyle Busch.
I think it's Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch is 41.
Sorry, but Kyle Busch can't do it anymore.
No, Denny needs to be the enforcer, I think.
Yeah.
Denny's as old as Casey Kane, actually, ironically.
I mean, that was an epic rant out of Tony Stewart at California at the time.
Oh my
that
God,
was
it was
one
so
of the
good.
greatest quotes ever.
So good.
My favorite part is when he's done, he says thank you to the reporter. It's the greatest. That is like the greatest way to end that kind of rant. Thank you, Tony Stewart. Thank you.
Thank you.
He was so good for the sport. He really was.
Dude, it's fantastic. And shame on NASCAR for pushing him out the door.
I think he was honestly the last cowboy of the sport.
Yeah, we're really kind of missing it. Like, there's a bunch that will claim to be.
Harvick was there.
He was, but not to the same degree, I don't
No,
think.
he tamed a lot more.
Yeah.
But he had a contract with Fox.
Well, that's fair.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you went to the media.
But even so, I don't remember him being as outspoken as Stewart was or actually following through with the stuff he said.
I agree.
I think it's the having kids thing because, like, Harvick,
he'll trash his car, though.
Oh, yeah. I remember him and Ricky Rudd at Richmond, man. That was good.
That was good racing. That was.
Fighting on pit road, baby. Come on.
Speaking of fighting on pit road, I think everybody should be fighting to keep electric cars off of pit road.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched like a 3-second clip of the test and I wanted to throw up.
I think they if you listen closely, you can hear I'm gay when they drive by. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure, yeah.
It was either that or queen.
That was bad. That was a swing and a miss, NASCAR. What the hell are you doing?
Well, and it's like they're forcing it because every time they bring it out, the entire sport is like, yeah, no. And
just
they're like,
let
yeah,
them
but
run
what
in
if?
California. Let them run in California. We won't go back. Forget about Sonoma.
Oh,
let's just
great.
stay on the East Coast where we belong.
Well, we already chopped down the one good California track anyway. Well, both of them because we chopped down. What was the short local track that they knocked over there, Mitch? My brain just emptied.
Irwindale.
Yes, that one. So it's like all the good California tracks are gone anyway. So yeah, burn the state off. We don't need to go back.
And that track had 2 different tracks. You can run the outer or the inner.
That's right.
That's right. The outer's like right against the wall. You're like literally wall riding the whole time. So on iRacing, it's pretty fun. Still on there though.
Shame. That was a great track. That was such a good. I was hoping NASCAR would just go there, like take the money that they're investing in these temporary speedways. Go to
It would have been a
Irwindale.
good race.
How much
would've been
do we
great.
know the budget? I don't want to. I'm not looking anything up. I'm not the stat guy anymore. I don't even care. I don't even have a computer. I don't got a keyboard.
I don't have a light. No, I'm just kidding.
We
Got no
simplified.
light. I have no bird. I have no bush.
Alex has taken my bird in my
Alex
bush.
is taking my bird in my bush. Like, do we know how much they spent?
Whatever it was too
more-
much.
Probably more than the government.
I think the number I heard was like 10 to 13 mil. I feel like that was in the ballpark.
I mean, there's like $1 million in sign printing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure. Like, and how much would it take to make a track like Irwindale Cup ready? I bet way less. Like some temporary grandstands, some signage, some weed whackers.
Now
Some
the
paint.
problem is the profits. Like,
there was
Chicago.
nobody there. That's not on the list
yeah, I
either.
mean, I just mean like as far as when you go and upgrade a track. I don't know how the contract works where NASCAR gets X, Y, and Z. Like I know they own a lot of tracks now, so they're going to favor going there because it's like 100%. their money with the
Yeah, but
TV
I look at these
contracts.
temporary tracks, like they don't get any of that money back. Like that money is spent once
No.
and gone. So like
And
if
you would
if you can
think-
invest in a facility, like why not? It's
Right.
benefiting more.
Oh, I agree.
And then
I
send your
I
weekly
think it
series
from,
there.
like,
Did you get money on that?
I agree, and it can help with all that. And honestly, you would think if they really cared about the sport, it's like a $5 billion industry. And if, like you said, if they can give $10 million to like each track that needs to be revamped, like just this out of the good of the sport. Who cares if they take a $200 million loss? If they, we're just helping all these short tracks across America to grow and things like that. It would actually pay dividends in the end, maybe 10, 20 years down the road, because you're going to have better quality people. People going to the facilities and getting hooked on these drivers that are moving up the ranks, and it's just going to become it's like one big thing. But what NASCAR does, they just take. So it's just it's not out of the good of the heart. It's more good of the pockets, which is really annoying. And we know what the people who started this weren't like that.
And the shame is, even from a business standpoint, there's a blend. Like it's the idea of like you prioritize having a good product, people are going to keep buying the product. Like
Yeah.
There's a lot of business senses that are honestly very simple that it just feel like we're getting missed.
Yeah, I agree.
With all that being said, moving on.
EVs are not the way to go.
Yeah, we're going with that. The in-season bracket. I had somebody bring up to me that I was pooping on the in-season bracket last week.
It looks like you were the right one.
And I want to say I wasn't necessarily pooping on it because I thought it wasn't a good idea. I think it's another attraction. I just don't need it personally for me to enjoy NASCAR. Right? I think it's an awesome thing for people to do. I also don't bet on I don't gamble.
Same.
So I think it's a great idea. If we can get more people engaged, have at it.
Just not this stretch of races.
Well, and
Why do we have this stretch of races?
Yeah, you have Atlanta and 2 road courses.
I just want to take this pen and beat it through my brain.
Like Ty Dillon could legitimately win this.
That's
100%.
terrifying. And that's
Like,
horrendous for the sport.
It is. I mean, he's what, 30th, 29th in points? Like,
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Let's
hold,
just put this in
please.
perspective.
30 seconds.
Shane Van Gisberg was so far back in points where he couldn't even qualify, and he has 2 wins now.
He's fifth in points.
he's 5th in points, which
He
drives me
went, but he
bananas.
didn't qualify for the bracket. Let's just make this clear.
Uh-huh.
He was 34th in points, or 35th in points, and he couldn't qualify for the bracket. And now he has 2 wins, and he's 5th in points.
Well,
We want? Is that what we want? Is that
it
what we-
totally exposes the playoff system for what it is and the point system,
right.
which is
So I'm
garbage.
okay with
Like,
it. Just to
well, do we have a
expose it.
I mean,
at this point, I don't care as much.
if we're going to have half the races on a road course,
You might as well. John
What?
House is like, gotcha.
yeah, I mean, I think it's genius. He's got 2 wins.
Yeah.
Who else has 2 wins? Hang on, give me a second.
And he's probably the favorite going to, well, maybe not as much, but he's at least a little bit the favorite going into this weekend. Like,
Yeah, he's 5th. So, there's only 4 drivers have more wins than him right now.
he's in front of
He's-
William Byron in points, which is just like insane. Like I can't, like
just
arguably, I think William Byron is the number 2 or number 3 most consistent driver of the year. I was looking at the stats.
He
I
is
forget
not
where he
in
is.
front of William Byron.
And did it shift?
Little bonus. Oh, no, 'cause
William Byron is in
has 3
4th,
wins.
and he is in 5th.
Okay. Then
But the fact that they're close in points.
it's a problem.
11
It's a
playoff
problem.
points, 12 playoff points.
Okay.
Wow.
They must have shifted at the end because they had him ahead of William Byron on the broadcast. But
TNT.
TNT screwed up a few things. So, yeah.
Dale Jr. didn't seem happy about it either. He was like, yeah, it didn't really go the way I liked it. There's a couple things we want to improve on.
And the announcing's great. Like,
Oh,
the
you can't-
booth is 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
obviously. But
I think we could keep these 3 all the time. I'm okay.
Oh my gosh,
Let's
yeah.
make it these 3 plus Lee Duffy and call it a day.
I'm good with
I'm
all
down.
of it. Yeah.
I'm down.
We're going to the show, matey. I don't know what that
Kyle
was.
Larson.
know.
That's my favorite.
I don't even know what. I
Lee
don't even know what accent that was. I can't even think
Oh,
of Kyle Larson.
I'm looking
Kyle
at
Larson to the inside.
looking
Shane
at the
Van
bracket.
Gisbergen.
He blew his left tire.
He blew his toots. Wow. Back to life.
That was a deviation.
It was like a deviated septum right there. What? No, what the heck? That's a broken nose for the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Kevin's one of those people. He knows this
He's
kind
in the
of stuff.
medical field.
Yeah. I didn't know it,
He's
but Kevin knew
medically
it.
challenged.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
I had to have surgery to correct my deviated septum. That's the only reason I know what it is.
Let's be honest. I was the tax credit hire. Okay.
Oh my gosh. He was the DEI hire.
They're like, oh, Kevin, did you do a good job? Here's a lollipop.
That's right. That's right.
He gets lollipops at work. Real quick before we jump to Xfinity, let's look at the points. We're down to 4 spots available.
And there's
8
races left? 6 races left?
I don't even know. Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Christopher Buescher, Bubba Wallace are currently in. Bubba is +2 to the good. On his tails is Ryan Preece, -2. So really that's your spot. After Preece, it's Dinger. He's 43 out. I don't see that really coming in. Now, here's the thing.
Dinger could win this weekend.
I don't think that either one of those are, obviously, I don't think they're safe. And then Buescher and Bowman are together. Tyler Reddick's basically locked in. He's 143 points to the good.
Those legacy cars are together.
Yeah. And they've stepped it up. I don't know where that came from, but they've stepped it up.
Yeah. Eric Jones, -50. I mean, John Hunter Nemechek, -68.
They've done better this year. So I don't know. What did they do? Didn't they switch from, did they leave Toyota? Or no, they are Toyota.
No, they're in Toyota, but I think the thing is I think they've had, this is their second year in Toyota now, right? Or is it their first?
Independent. They're not affiliated with anybody, I'm pretty sure. They're not with, I'm pretty sure it was a big deal.
They're not with Gibbs. Yeah.
No.
Right.
That was the big deal, that they didn't want to join the Toyota affiliation, which I thought was really dumb.
Yeah, but now it's looking, well, not that GMS is now a new investor. They're going back into it, right?
I don't know. The rumor is GMS is reopening trucks and going with the Ram. So I don't know what to believe anymore. Nothing makes sense.
I believe that. What's that? Spencer Gallagher.
Spencer Gallagher. That's it. Yep, that's the guy.
He got so much money. He's like, new manufacturer. Let's go. He'll actually make money from that probably, because when you partner with those guys, and especially if it's they haven't been here in about 10, 15 years, they're gonna spend some money to get it going. So.
Yeah. Trucks.
They do have a alliance with TRD.
They have a something.
Okay.
They do.
Well, that's right, because they have the John Hunter and the Mobile One commercial.
Yeah.
Well, they showed the Toyota drivers, and they had John Hunter, and actually been promoting him more than anybody, which is weird.
And their strategic partners.
That?
I did. That is weird. It's because he's a Nemechek.
I don't think that should not matter. I mean, I get it, but
Tell it to Ty Dillon.
He's just having fun. I mean, you don't really give a shit, but
I do like that Ty Dillon is kind of owning the villain role. I think that's pretty cool.
He's doing an okay job.
This year's definitely been his best year as far as he'll run top 15 once in a while, which is cool. Yeah.
Best I've ever seen out of him, that's for sure. He's doing better there than Spire.
Is your heart? You have a hard out, Mitch, for 8-10 or?
Yeah, you got to go soon, don't you?
You're good for a little bit.
Yeah. Probably go in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Just like that, you have your steering wheel there and ready.
You're like,
yeah, I just hooked it up.
I'm normally ready to go in 3 minutes or less.
and he's not talking about iRacing.
Moving to Xfinity, see, we already talked about SVG winning. He doored Zilisch on the restart to take his win away from my driver. And just kind of like with Cody Ware, race would have been decided by a 30th placed car.
Yeah, which is a shame. Connor's so freaking good, dude.
Yes, he is. Drove from the back to the front. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
I think he's done that like every road course too.
He has, and he's clean. Like SVG is the one that had to run him into the wall to win. Like, so the road course prowess or whatever had to run an 18-year-old in the wall to win on Saturday.
I mean, he's keeping him humble. That's what it is.
Tell you, Connor's freaking good, man. I am really impressed with him. I'm so impressed with Connor.
I definitely think the kid's good. He's something special.
And like, I mean, we talked about it before, but like even the off-track stuff is so freaking good. Like, and
his interviews and everything like that. Yeah, you get to see his personality. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
If you look at the top 8 drivers in the Xfinity race, which would be Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Jesse Love, Nicholas Sanchez, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Connor Zilisch, and Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor is the only driver that did not start in the top 10.
It's very impressive.
In fact, he started 35th.
Yeah. That's what I said, driving from the back to the front. And, I mean, he did it without driving through people. It was impressive.
Justin Allgaier finished 23rd after starting 6th.
Heartbroken.
Only to be
Heartbroken.
outdone by Jack Perkins.
Who wrecked on like lap 5. Like it was early.
Yes.
Him and Swallow, whatever his last name is.
Sawallich.
Sawallich.
Swallow my balls.
Yeah, they both went out on the same lap, which was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Especially for someone that really doesn't give two craps about JGR this year. I was laughing. Yeah.
Actually, Swallich was out a little bit before him because he was 37th.
He was probably 2 laps down when the wreck happened.
Yeah.
Well, and as far as Allgaier goes, they noted that about 2 laps before the brake failure happened that he was losing pedal and he was way off pace. Gosh. Then what was it? A rotor exploded?
I think so. Like whatever it was like a total failure.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Who hit him? Was it Connor Mozak?
It was early. I don't remember.
I'm surprised I don't remember because I very keenly watched that 7 car, but I have no recollection of this. So I don't know.
Sorry.
I must have walked away for a minute.
I was at a holiday party.
He was at the Holiday Inn.
The hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
They hit my driver. They hit my driver.
I hate NASCAR. Speaking of Allgaier getting hit, he has a brake failure, goes into the corner, the caution comes out, and 10 seconds later, the rear end of his car gets taken off. Direct quote from Justin Allgaier. What an idiot.
I miss your sound machine. We need to get
I need to get
hooked
that back.
up.
I know
Yeah.
it. I do have this. But all I can
Between
all I can
missing
really
the
do with
sound
this is
machine,
just make Alex
the computer, the keyboard. You're missing everything.
missing everything, just like Alex right now.
I was wondering what happened. I'm like, I have no audio all of a sudden. I was just going to keep going because I saw levels everywhere else. So I was like, all right, we'll just keep rolling.
We'll just keep rolling. I won't hear Mitch.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
So, but
I still can't hear Mitch. Can you turn me up a little bit more?
oh yes, I didn't want to go too loud.
I appreciate that.
I
It's very
got
nice.
I got to head off
Hey,
anyways.
thank you so much for joining us this week, Mitch.
Grateful to see you.
Enjoy your league
good.
tonight.
You guys, I appreciate it. It's like 40 trucks, so we'll see how we
Hey,
go.
before you go, who are you picking for Sonoma? Carson
I
Hocevar.
really
Sounds good.
No. Nope. I had his number for Michigan. He didn't do too bad for me, but no, I was thinking the Todd Reddick needs a win. I think he's going to get it this weekend after missing last week. So
That's
a good pick. We'll lock you in. Thanks for joining, man. Good luck in your race.
Thank you.
Take it
I
easy, buddy.
appreciate it. I'll see
Peace
you
out, Girl
guys.
Scout. Oh, thank God! Now that he's gone.
My gosh. We're the 3 best friends. 4 best friends. Sorry, can't count.
Wow. All right, Sheldon Creed soiled all day. Lands P3. Soiled.
Soiled.
Solid.
Solid. There you go.
Did I ever tell you I'm dyslexic?
Apparently he had to change his pants after the race. He's like waddling out. This was a pretty solid day.
There's something solid about it.
I saw that in my son's diaper today.
Lance P3. 2 JGR drivers out early in a wreck. Perkins and Sawala.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
worth-
Love
it's
everything
worth the
about
censor.
it.
Is that a word?
Worth
We have
the
to censor
censor.
that?
Yeah, I mean, it is a cuss.
Is it?
It's part of the name.
Okay. We want to cover anything else about the Xfinity series?
I mean, it's hard because it was one of those where I thought the racing was decent for what it was. Like passing there still sucks. It's just so tight, like what we talked about. But that package still offers enough movement. It's just there wasn't a whole lot of drama. Like everyone kind of kept their stuff together. Like there was little stuff, but
Most part,
yeah. So, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to take notes during the race because I was using my phone to watch the race. So my notes were very limited on that.
I was watching watching my first banana ball game.
Dude, I am not a baseball fan, but I would go and watch that.
$400 a ticket for the nosebleeds.
I don't care. It would be an experience.
I don't like anything that much.
Kevin is buying my ticket.
He's got that UPMC money.
He's got that.
I definitely don't have that.
No, he's got the. I don't even know. Who are you with now? Did you stay?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, never. I'm not going to say their name, but
that's why I change shirts before I come in every week.
Because.
Yeah.
He who must not be named.
That's right.
He works for Voldemort. That's
God, I hate Carson Hocevar.
The driver of the 77 car.
I don't know what I was going to say now.
Sorry,
Can't wait to see who he wrecks this week, guys.
Rumors going around, so it's not really a rumor. It's news that
locked in.
It's locked in. Suarez is out of the 99, which means I'm ready to go buy my first 99 hat
for Connor Zilisch.
Yeah.
It pretty much locks that. I mean,
it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the way the kid's driving in Xfinity, you can't.
Yeah.
Heck, the way he's driving in Cup.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
That's a huge win for Trackhouse. I mean, they're going to have a solid driver for a change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. They got those two in the same. That R&D for their for anybody in that system learning how to be a road course racer is going to be insane.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
They're going to have all of the information.
Yeah. I mean, and you're gonna. I mean, sorry, the truth is what it is. You're gonna have less wrecked race cars, which helps the shop end.
Definitely,
because Suarez every week is causing a wreck. So
or
that's a lot of
one.
Yeah, and I don't see Connor Zilisch doing that because he's got a lot more intelligence when he races. So
I wonder if it has to do with the language barrier. His spotter's talking to him in English and
El Stapo, Brad Keselowski in front of you, El Stapo. Jeez,
I'm sorry.
Arca brakes. Pow.
Oh, Alex, tell us what happened this week. Pennsylvania Speed Week, so big week in the dirt world. All of the dirt world in America and overseas is focused here on the little state of Pennsylvania. Kind of bugs me Hagerstown's involved in our Speed Week, but I'll let it go.
I mean, it's grandfathered in at this point.
Yeah, it's
never been on this side of the Mason-Dixon line. How is it grandfathered in?
Because they've always gone there for PA Speed Week forever and a day.
So because the first person was retarded and don't know what the Mason-Dixon line is.
Pretty much.
Now it's Pennsylvania and Maryland Speed Weeks.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's honorary. It's an honorary. No, it was a great week.
Yeah, and Epstein doesn't have a list. Okay, let's move on.
Jeez. Yeah, and he committed suicide.
And the cameras just conveniently went out.
Oh, don't you hate when that happens? Gosh, speaking of going out, screensaver just went on the laptop. Hopefully, we're still recording.
F-E-F-F-F-F.
No, PA Speed Weeks was fantastic. I actually followed the entire weekend.
Well, I mean, it was abbreviated. Let's be honest.
We missed the first two nights because BAPS was the opening night of PA Speed Weeks on Sunday.
Night 3 ended up being night 1.
Yeah, and Danny Dietrich won that one, which is great.
Double D.
Yeah, we did cover that last week, ironically enough, but we're getting it again. We had Chase Dietz win last night at Path Valley to wrap out the week, which apparently I didn't see it because they have Sprint Unlimited for some of these tracks. And I already have too many freaking subscriptions. I'm not doing one more. I can't do it.
Don't get me started.
I know. It drives me nuts. And I can't stand Sprint Unlimited or whatever they're called. So I didn't watch it, but apparently it was a banger of a race because everything I saw on the Twitter sphere last night was very positive towards the race. Chase Dietz is a hell of a driver. He's doing a really good job this year. I'm just going to keep talking. Lance DeWeese, the grandpa off the front porch, won at Port Royal on Saturday night. Kicked Macary's butt, man. That was great to see.
Love everything about
what did he say? He said, "I love everybody, but I said I love all the Macary's except Larry." Or who was it?
I missed that.
He's like, he's an asshole.
Worth it. But really, really good race. I really enjoyed that one. Double D won at BAPS and the Grove. Kyle Larson won at Hagerstown. Macri won at the first port race, which was extremely controversial. I don't know how close you were following that one, Kevin.
Nada.
Okay, well, I'm just going to keep talking then. And Freddie Raymer won at Lincoln, but who the heck cares about Freddie Raymer? The controversy at Port Royal. So the teams obviously try to run with the least amount of fuel possible so that they have less rain.
Oh, we're talking about the red flag refueling.
Yeah.
Tire change.
So Danny Dietrich ran out of fuel. Totally, it's their fault. I'm not looking for a handout. He was running third or fourth, ran out of fuel. had to go off, lost all his track position, restarted last. Macri runs out of fuel. They immediately throw the red flag. He maintains track position, so doesn't lose a single spot for refueling the car.
Works.
Right? And it was a fuel-only red, and his crew was caught doing adjustments to the car under red. They were shaving
that should
the tire.
be immediately disqualification.
I know. And
not
they
able
did
to follow the
nothing.
rules?
They did
come on
nothing.
now.
So it's a bad look on Port, and I don't know how much it was intentional and how much it was just neglect. I would imagine it's more neglect than intent. But the problem is the optics now look like intent because, first off, they throw the red in half a second to save Macri's butt right before Kyle Larson's about to pass him so that he maintained P1, which is huge because obviously you get a restart with 2 to go. Fresh air is
And
king.
even if we give them the benefit of the doubt there, the changing the tire, there's no excuse for that.
That's 100%. And like I watched it happen on Flow from my house. So I'm like, was it Flow? It was Flow. So I was like, it's unacceptable for a track crew not to catch that. And I mean, like they even posted a picture on social media of the guy out there grinding the tire. And I'm like,
that's ridiculous.
So and the shame is that race, had they called that race the way they should have called it, Macri wouldn't have won Speedweeks. Dietrich would have beat him. Mm-hmm. Because the points that Dietrich lost was because he took the hit when he ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
And Macri still won the race because they basically handed it to him. Yeah. He just had to get a good restart after that, and he got it. So I didn't like it at all. And I'm not a Macri fan, so I understand. Yeah. But even so, like, you have to call the race the same way. Like that's we talk about consistency with NASCAR. I think Port Royal was just as guilty this weekend.
Yeah, based off of the way you described the situation, definitely sounds like they fouled that one up.
Sounds like something Kevin does under a cloak. Real quick, moving on because you guys will talk about this forever. Also, news out of Port Royal today. 5 hours ago, they issued a statement banning driver Taylor Farling following his June 28th incident, which, if I remember correctly, is when he turned around and went about face down the speedway and went head on into another person.
Oh, snap.
Remember that?
Yeah. That was a national news video clip. I mean, Port got a lot of attention for that.
Well, they just suspended him for the rest of the year and the full 2026 season.
Dang.
2-year suspension, plus he has a major fine that is paid and will be donated to York County Racing's Club of Injured Drivers Fund.
I mean, that's appropriate.
I don't know who came up with that name,
that.
but York County Racing Club's Injured Drivers Fund.
That's a mouthful.
Wow, they need an acronym if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, the acronym's going to sound like you have Tourette's. It's gonna be like when you're
it's Russian.
You know, that's the second time Port Royal has had a national-wide video clip this year. Do you guys remember early in the season with it? Yeah, the tow truck when he flipped. So
yeah, we're flipping tow trucks, spearing cars. Come out to Port Royal Speedway, the Dirt Palace,
and it's all in turn 4 too because they both happen. Yeah,
whatever.
Speed Palace.
I hate the name.
Great track though. Honestly, I think it's one of the best dirt tracks in the country.
Well, and don't get it wrong, Macri is a talented driver. It's just don't like his personality.
Well, and he steps on his ding dong frequently.
Yeah,
like frequently.
So normally when I have time to go to a dirt track, I just go watch Kenny.
That's fair. That's worth watching.
I literally haven't been to Port in like 7 years. Is that amazing?
I've been
that
there.
Is pretty impressive.
I've been there once in the last 6, so I'm barely better.
Yeah,
I'm barely better.
Yeah,
so.
I just haven't been.
Which is embarrassing because it's literally a 20-minute drive from here.
Yeah.
It's the closest track we have, and we never make it.
Yeah.
But we should have gone that. Well, it rained out, so it didn't matter anyway. But we should have gone the night that the Sportsmans were there. Then we could have seen Kenny and the 410s.
Yeah, that got rained out right before the feature.
Gosh,
and Kenny was
mad.
fixing to shape up that week too.
He was, because he looked so good in the heats, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an Edkins show, because John looked good too.
Yes, he did.
Hey, shout out Kenny! It's his birthday today.
It is.
It was yesterday, I think, right? Or
No, today.
Yeah,
Today,
nice.
buddy. Today.
I love it. Well, I feel like an idiot because I wished him a happy belated birthday today, so I'm the idiot, I guess. Yeah. I really thought his birthday was yesterday, so hey, 10-4.
That's amazing.
So happy birthday, Kenny. I rescind my belated.
Well, good way for him to start his weekend. He won the Firecracker 40 in dominating fashion, dare I say.
Dare you?
I dare, yeah.
You're biased.
I am biased. I won't lie. But this is the home of the
I'm
bias.
not. I hate
I was
him.
just saying the rest of us are all biased. Nothing's
I
changed.
hate him.
Dude, he took it 3 wide to pass a lap car and Dellinger.
He's got 12 kids. He's used to going 3 wide.
That was good.
I don't know what's
That
funnier
was
about
good.
his wife or your sister.
Yeah. I just intentionally overlooked that stuff.
Well, we're like 10 years into those jokes. Kenny's
I
been
know.
harassing you
Dude,
for an
It
eternity.
is nonstop.
Oh.
It is nonstop. Yeah. But anyway,
It's all right. One of my friends from years ago is now with my sister, so it happens.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, all right, moving on.
Thank you for stopping there. I appreciate that. I didn't think you were, so I'm grateful. So how about Lance DeWeese, man? That was, what a drive!
Moving forward, race of the weekend pick, the best race of the weekend. I'm going to give it to Kenny with the Firecracker 40.
I agree. I second that.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick one of the dirt ones. I'll go.
Kenny at the Firecracker 40 is a dirt race,
And
buddy.
Just
saying.
Sorry, I gotta be different. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go Port Royal because it was a really good race. Even though they screwed up the officiating, it was a good race.
Okay.
I agree. All right, let's move to our picks. The paper, please, Alex.
Oh, the paper, please.
Oh, I
Yes.
definitely need the paper.
Stand by.
We're getting to the point in the season where I have no clue who I've picked. Are we
Same.
reset? Are we opening it back up at the playoffs or not?
Jeez,
Dude.
this mouse sucks.
I almost brought in my cord. I almost brought you a gift, Alex.
Oh man, I might need it because it's embarrassing how long it's taken me to open. Now I got to find.
I just
a
hate
window
having
over
to
my
listen to you
face.
type on that real keyboard.
I know.
I'm just gonna bring my Apple one back for you.
Thank you, but hey, this one was free. I found it in the trash. So, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of blacked out.
So, those are the 3 weeks.
What is this?
that we
A
didn't
George Floyd
podcast.
post?
That's the Epstein files right there.
That's the
That's 3
Epstein
weeks.
files. Redacted.
Redacted. He totally hung himself. He definitely committed suicide.
So Alex picked Priest. I picked Dinger, and Kevin won picking SVG.
That's right, buddy. Yeah. That's right.
No, that was a good pick. So we got we already gave Mitch Reddick, so Reddick is obviously off the table for this week. Otherwise, first pick is I didn't even look at the results.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, God bless you. What's
in
funny?
Sixth place, AJ Allmendinger. In seventh, Ryan Priest.
Wow, that's a close finish.
Man, we were right there for second
Do I
place.
get a half point for that? No points for second place.
No points for second place.
Yeah, first base, just the first loser.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, I feel like if someone wins, and their driver actually takes the race, I feel like that should be a bonus point.
It probably should, but I got lazy. I had a really in-depth point system on this last year.
Yeah.
And I just decided, I'm like,
Now
now
it's like
we're done.
1
too much.
point.
Yeah.
1 point.
Yeah. And we even had a semi.
How did you get a half a point?
That was the remember the first couple weeks, if we didn't pick, we were just giving everyone our favorite drivers.
Yeah.
And then we stopped doing it because I felt bad because Blaney kept beating everyone else's drivers.
Oh, did we
So-
stop doing that?
Yeah, well,
didn't even
because
know.
I would be up by a couple more points right now.
Oh, that's why it's blacked out.
Yeah.
That's the George Floyd section.
Because we didn't pick, and Blaney was the best car out of everyone all
I
this
see.
weekend. So
I see.
I was trying to be fair, I was trying to be nice, and that was one of the times that he didn't get DNF'd by a JGR car. So, but yeah, so
I don't like that my
shoot, does that
SVG
mean
is
I
not
picked
bolded.
first?
Yeah, you pick first.
Oh
You didn't
crap!
bold mine.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't bold the week after either.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just dropping the ball. Man, this week he's off the table. I already used him. Oh my gosh, I am screwed. Is
I
Larson
don't like
still
who
there?
I'm going to pick this week either. So
Man, he's on a garbage streak right now, and I feel weird burning it. But do I do it? You know what? I'm gonna YOLO this one because I don't want to burn Kyle Larson yet. I'm gonna go Cindric.
okay,
Yeah. Man,
I already.
I don't know
used
that I
him.
wanted to do that, but I'm using Cindric.
Ladies and
So-
gentlemen, my pick has finished in the top 5 of almost all these road courses and keeps coming in second. Tyler Gibbs.
Tyrone, get it done.
Not a bad pick.
Not a bad
Not
pick,
a bad
right?
pick.
I'm telling you. Way better than Sin.
All right, let's write that one down. 7. Okay. No,
Come on,
honestly,
Alex.
that's a
It's
really
just a
good
word
pick.
and it's all f***ed up, man. Come on.
Kevin, you pick. I'm just going to start writing times
I like
down.
how you slipped that one in there.
Drama makes the world go around.
So, because of him being the experienced individual he is, I think I'm going with Allmendinger.
I'm mad at myself for burning Allmendinger earlier because I feel like he's hungry,
Yeah,
and this feels like a really good chance for him to win. So I think he's going to be there.
yeah. I'm definitely thinking the Dinger's going to show his experience and pull ahead this week.
I think so too. Points are really good. We're really tight. So I got 6. David's got 5. Kevin's got 4. So we are. I mean, like 2 weeks. This whole thing could flip.
That's
Mitch
right.
has 2. Don't forget about that. Let's leave him in there.
Mitch has 2. I'm sorry. He's only picked 2/3 of the season. So
Well, that's what he gets for being a slacker.
I know. He picked a nap one week.
I was just looking at that. I was just about to say. I think that's the week he won.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because that race was kind of lame. He was getting spicy in the group chat, and he wouldn't answer who he was picking. He's like, "I'm just gonna go to sleep." I said, "All right, 10-4. That's your pick. That's it. That's what I'm filling out
good.
for you." And Mitch took a nap.
Mitch took a nap.
So
Awesome.
Hey,
Man, I don't
did
think-
we ever land the plane on the Dover plans? I know that's not this weekend. It's the following weekend.
So more than likely, Mitch and I are just gonna come down Saturday because we were gonna take the camper obviously and just stay the whole weekend. But the problem is we can't leave till Saturday morning, and I don't have anyone to watch Noah on Monday, so I would have to drive home Sunday night. And I'm like, that's a lot of like setup and driving and tear down and late moving for what's probably gonna be, it's a cup race. So. We are for sure doing Saturday. Like that is regardless.
Okay.
That is hands down happening. We will be there Saturday, but I don't believe Mitch and I will be there Sunday, more than likely. So I was looking forward to it. Like I was kind of excited to be there the whole weekend, but it just logistically
Just didn't work out.
no. And
I get
if we could have gone down Friday, I think I still would have done it because then at least it would be worth it. But now it's like you don't get in until Saturday morning and then you got to leave Sunday night. So it's kind of like,
Alex is
What's the
2.5
point?
hours away.
there is that, but there's also
You
traffic.
act like we're driving to. You're leaving Saturday night. There's not gonna be or Sunday night. There's no traffic Sunday night.
Leaving the track, there's a lot of traffic leaving Sunday night.
I know. I was lying about that.
Yeah. Hey, but we're gonna have to deal with that same traffic,
I know.
I might not be there Sunday. I'm not gonna lie.
Well then. Okay.
I didn't buy a ticket yet.
Okay. So we're all going to the Xfinity race. 10-4. Got it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Unless, I mean, listen, things could change. We still have 2 weeks.
It's a
So,
fluid motion.
Yeah. I could text you tomorrow and tell you I'm going the whole weekend. We don't know.
That's
Anything's
fair. That's
possible. But as of now, in this moment,
Just the Xfinity race.
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure. So that's the thing.
I just have to decide on Sunday because if I go Sunday, I don't want to take the kids Sunday. So I'd have to
Right.
drive from the racetrack back to Rehoboth and then home.
And you
That's
have to
fair.
be home Sunday night.
And I have to work Monday. Well,
I mean, half is a strong word.
I don't
Because that's a
have.
big shift.
Okay. I mean, I do work for myself.
Right.
I could work whenever I want. But I like to work on Mondays because I like to make money.
That's fair. That's fair.
However, if it was maybe, when is that? Maybe we stayed. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. All right. Because that's a late night. Like,
Maybe
I get that.
Maybe I have a hole in my schedule. If I have a light week that week,
Then you might do it.
maybe we just stay for the week. Come home like.
Wonder how expensive a
Wednesday.
hotel would be. I would be more game to do it if there was like a hotel.
I mean, you could
Dude,
stay at
Dover has lots of amenities.
I know, but I wonder if they're all full at this point.
You could stay at my camper if you'd like.
I could, but then I got to drive to Rehoboth.
And what's the problem with that? That's only an extra 45 minutes to the trip.
That's not bad.
That's
I know.
like driving to not even one of your jobs because you book jobs out of state, buddy. That's
Nonstop.
Yeah,
probably-
I was literally in Dover last week. That's the funny part.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Racing Addicts podcast. You can find us at all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, X, InstaSnap, whatever the heck else. Discord. Find us on Discord.
Did you say Tic Tac?
TikTok, TikTok.
all the things.
Yeah,
Hey.
and if you see Swallow Bitch, let them know I said hey.
Jeez. Hey, good news. After this week, we don't have any road courses for a couple weeks.
Praise
Nice.
the Lord.
Hallelujah. Have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.